Imagine holding a coin so rare, so impossible, that experts call it a 1 in a trillion mistake. A coin so unique, it could make the person who finds it the world's first billionaire coin collector now take a deep breath, because today, we're not talking about a gold coin, not a silver coin, not a historic treasure pulled from a sunken ship, we're talking about a simple Lincoln penny, yes, a penny worth $1 billion, and the shocking twist, this story takes us straight to the year 1977, a year that produced one of the most mysterious, misunderstood, and potentially priceless penny mintings in U.S. history. Today, I'm going to reveal the secret history behind the 1977 penny, the rare errors worth thousands, even tens of thousands, why experts believe a 1 in trillion error could exist, how this coin could become the world's first billion-dollar penny, and how you might still find one. So grab your coin jars, check your pockets, and get ready for the most unbelievable Lincoln penny story ever told. This is the hidden world of the 1977 Lincoln penny. The forgotten year of 1977, 3 to 4 minutes, let's go back. 1977, a time before smartphones, before the internet, even before CDs, the US Mint was under pressure. Millions of coins were being produced every single day, but behind the scenes, something strange was happening. This was the era when the Mint was still mastering the transition away from bronze coins. The metal supply was unstable. Machines were aging. Die maintenance was inconsistent. And workers were rushing to meet production quotas. The 1970s were known for frequent die clashes, weak strikes, misaligned dies, planchet preparation issues. Now, most collectors overlook the year 1977. They look the other way. They think nothing important happened, but they're wrong, very wrong, because 1977 is the year when several unexplained penny anomalies were quietly reported. Errors that shouldn't exist, yet somehow appeared. Collectors have whispered about off metal strikes, wrong planchet errors, ultra-rare double dies, and one myth so massive that it created the legend of the 1 in trillion penny. But to understand why this coin is so important, we must look deeper into the metal itself. What makes the 1977 penny special? 3 minutes. The standard 1977 penny is made of 95% copper, 5% zinc, and tin, weighing 3.11 grams. It was one of the final generations of true copper pennies before the huge changes of the 1980s. But here's the interesting part, the Mint experimented with different compositions, and during this period, it wasn't uncommon for the wrong metal planchet to accidentally get fed into the striking press, and when that happens, you get a coin worth life-changing money. Now let's break down the realistic values. Before we hit the billionaire-level mystery. Real 1977 penny values, 3 minutes. A normal 1977 penny is worth 1 cent in circulation, 10 to 30 cents in average condition, $10 to $30 in high-grade condition, $200, $600 plus in near-perfect certified grade. But the money gets serious when you get into rare errors. Here are the real error values collectors pay. Double die errors. DDO/DDR value, $300 to $3,000 plus off-center strikes value, $50 to $1, 200 broad strike/wrong collar value, $100 to $500 struck on wrong planchet. This is where things explode. A 1977 penny struck on a dime planchet, or a nickel planchet, or a foreign coin planchet can sell for $5,000 to $25,000 plus, and that brings us toward the unbelievable part. The mystery of the lost 1977 off-metal strike. For minutes, rumors have circulated for decades. The U.S. Mint accidentally struck a batch of 1977 pennies on a foreign bronze planchet that weighed differently and had a distinct metal tone. Only a few were ever reported. One disappeared into circulation in the early 1980s. Another was shown briefly at a coin show, then vanished. A third was believed to be destroyed, but if even one survives, its value would be extraordinary. Why? Because no official record exists. The Mint never admitted to accidentally creating these coins, but collectors know something slipped through the cracks. This is where the legend of the 1 in trillion penny begins. The 1 in a trillion penny theory. 6 minutes. Now let's talk about the billion-dollar idea. Experts believe that during the 1970s, the Mint occasionally had leftover experimental planchets, metal discs that were never supposed to be used for real coins. These could be aluminum, brass, foreign copper alloys, even stainless steel, and just like the famous 1974 aluminum penny, which the government seized because it wasn't supposed to exist, a 1977 off-metal coin could be just as controversial, maybe even more. So what makes it 1 in trillion? Because for this coin to exist, the wrong planchet had to be present, it had to slip into the penny press, it had to strike perfectly, it had to escape the mint inspectors, had to miss it had to survive decades of circulation, it had to remain undiscovered until today. This is the rarest possible combination of events that it is mathematically nearly impossible. And yet, collectors believe it happened. If such a coin is found today, it would become the most valuable penny in American history, the first billion-dollar penny. Why? Because collectors, billionaires, museums, and private buyers would go to war to own the only one of its kind. What a billion-dollar 1977 penny would look like, for minutes, if such a coin exists, it would have one or more of these traits: heavy checkmark, off metal weight instead of 3.11 grams, it might weigh 2.7 g, 3.5 g, 2.5 g, 4.0 g, heavy checkmark, different color tone could appear: silver, pale gold, steel, gray, bright chrome, brass, yellow, heavy checkmark, unique ringing sound in non-copper planchet makes a sharper, higher pitch when tapped, heavy checkmark, sharp details, or weak strike, wrong planchet. Coins sometimes show missing rims, partial design, soft center lettering, heavy checkmark, foreign edge style. Some planchets were meant for coins from Mexico, Philippines, Jamaica, South America. A U.S. design on a foreign disc is worth a fortune. Why a 1977 penny could become the world's first billion-dollar coin? 4 to 5 minutes. Let's break this down simply. A coin is priceless when it meets these three conditions. 1. Ultra rarity. Only one coin exists. This creates unlimited bidding potential. 2. Historical importance. Coins accidentally struck on experimental or foreign metals are among the rarest objects on Earth. 3. Government controversy. If the mint tries to confiscate it, like they did with the 1974 aluminum penny, the value skyrockets. Now imagine, a collector finds a 1977 penny made of aluminum, steel, or off-metal bronze. They bring it to auction. The mint tries to deny it exists. Bidders start competing. Millionaires and billionaires join. And the price explodes beyond anything the coin world has ever seen. This is why collectors call it the billion-dollar penny. How you might still find it? 3 minutes. Believe it or not, the coin could still be out there. It could be in a jar, in a piggy bank, in old rolls mixed with junk pennies, inside a forgotten drawer, hiding in bank-wrapped rolls. Hundreds of millions of 1977 pennies still exist. Most people don't check them, most people don't care, but you now know better. You know what to look for, you know the signs, and you know the value. Checklist for finding the 1 in trillion penny. 2 to 3 minutes. When you check your 1977 pennies, look for weight not equal to 3.11 grams, color different from normal, copper missing or soft details, very sharp or very weak strike, any unusual metal shine, a foreign looking edge, a high-pitched ringing sound, off center or broad strike features. If any of these match, you may be holding $1 million, $10 million, or even billion-dollar rarity. So now you know the truth. The 1977 penny isn't just a coin. It's a mystery. A legend. A piece of American history wrapped in copper. Maybe the 1 in trillion penny was lost forever, or maybe, just maybe, it's still waiting to be found by someone watching this video. So check your change, check your jars, check every 1977 penny you can find, because inside one of them might be the coin that creates the world's first billionaire coin collector. And that person could be you. Imagine holding a coin so rare, so unusual, so mathematically impossible, that it could make you the world's first billionaire coin collector. A coin worth more than private jets, more than mansions, more than some entire companies. And what if I told you, this legendary, almost mythical coin might be hiding in your home right now, in a jar, in a drawer, in a piggy bank, or in your pocket, today? We explore one specific year, the 2013 Lincoln penny. A year that created some of the strangest errors, sharpest details, and possibly one of the rarest pennies in U.S. history. This is the untold story of the 2013 Lincoln penny, the coin that might be worth $1 billion. Sit back, relax, because you're about to learn everything. Heavy checkmark, full history, heavy checkmark, real values, heavy checkmark, all rare errors, heavy checkmark, hidden varieties, heavy checkmark, and the shocking rumor of a 1 in trillion 2013 penny that experts believe may exist today. Let's begin. The story of the 2013 penny. 3 minutes. 2013 was a unique year for the United States Mint, production was high. Zinc planchets were mass-produced. Copper plating machines were running non-stop and extremely fast minting speeds were used. Billions of coins were struck, but with high speed comes high risk. 2013 pennies had an unusual number of mistakes, especially involving plating errors, striking pressure, misaligned dies, dye polishing marks, and foreign planchet contamination. Collectors still talk about 2013 as the modern year with hidden errors nobody checks. And that's exactly why this year became legendary. What makes the 2013 penny special? 3 minutes. The 2013 Lincoln penny is a modern copper-plated zinc coin, core, zinc plating, copper weight, 2.5 grams, mints, Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D. But what makes 2013 different is this: the U.S. Mint was experimenting with new plating processes for durability. These experiments caused unusual plating thickness, microbubbles, copper separation, zinc exposure, unexpected planchet defects. These defects produced rare error coins, and created the mystery behind the legendary billion-dollar penny. Normal 2013 penny values, 3 minutes. Before we get to the rarest coins, here are real market values. Circulated 2013 pennyworth face value, 1 cent. Uncirculated rolls, $1 to $3 per roll. High-grade mint state, MS 67, MS 68, $50 to $200. Top grade PCGS/NGC, population 1. Coins $500 to $3,000, only if extremely perfect. These are real values, but they are nothing compared to the rare error coins. Now we go to the part where the big money begins. Rare 2013 Lincoln penny errors worth big money, 5 minutes. 2013 is one of the most underrated modern penny years with surprising errors. Here are the most valuable. 1. 2013 double die obverse, DDO, strong doubling in God we trustliberty. The date 2013 value, $300, $3,002. Heavy die cracks, lightning style cracks across Lincoln's face or skull. Value, $50 to $3,003. Copper plating bubbles, dramatic, large raised bubbles equals valuable. Value, $25 to $2,004. Missing copper plating / exposed zinc if half the coin is silver colored. Value, $100 to $8,005. Off-center strike, 10% to 70%. The bigger the off-center, the more valuable. Value, $150, $1, 5006. Broad strike error struck outside the collar ring. Value, $50 to $2,507. Clipped planchet, a bite-shaped cut on the edge. Value, $50 to $4,008. Wrong planchet strike, ultra rare. This is where the biggest money is, and this leads us straight to the rumor of the lost off-metal 2013 penny. 5 minutes. In late 2013, a mysterious rumor started circulating among Midwest collectors. A man reportedly found a silver-colored 2013 penny that weighed less than 2.5 grams. That it sounded like it was struck on a dime plancheta, foreign planchet, or a leftover experiment metal disc. The story went viral among private collectors because the U.S. Mint never recorded any off-metal 2013 penny strikes. No such coin should exist yet. Witnesses claim it was real, but then the coin vanished. Some say it was sold privately, some say the mint confiscated it, some say it was lost, some say it was hidden by a wealthy collector, some say it was never authenticated, but the possibility that even one exists creates the idea of the 1 in trillion 2013 penny. The 1 in a trillion phenomenon. 4 to 5 minutes. For a coin like this to exist, many things must go wrong. A foreign or experimental planchet enters the hopper, it bypasses metal detection, it gets struck with penny dies, the strike comes out clean, it bypasses human inspection, it exits the mint unnoticed, it circulates quietly, it survives more than 10 years, it remains undiscovered. The probability 1 in 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 in a trillion. That's why collectors say if it exists, it's priceless. What would the billion-dollar 2013 penny look like? For minutes, here are the signs: heavy checkmark, silver or steel color, not copper; heavy checkmark, wrong, weightless or more than 2.5 g; heavy checkmark, different sound, planchets ring differently when tapped; heavy checkmark, smaller or larger diameter; heavy checkmark, unusual metal texture; heavy checkmark, weak or deep strike; heavy checkmark, dime-like edge. If any 2013 penny looks like this, you may be holding a world record coin. Why it could be worth $1 billion. 3 to 4 minutes, a coin becomes priceless when 1. It is the only one ever created that if only one 2013 off-metal penny exists, it becomes the holy grail of modern coins. Point 2. Billionaires collect rare errors. They spend millions on rare baseball cards, rare Pokemon cards, rare comics, rare art, rare stamps, a unique modern mint error. They would go crazy for it. Point 3. It would be a piece of US mint history. A mistake they never admitted. A coin they never documented. A strike that never should have happened. Point 4. Auction houses would fight for it. Point 2. Billionaires bidding equals billion-dollar price. Point 5. Modern errors are exploding in value. Collectors love modern mystery coins. This coin could break all records. How you can find a rare 2013 penny. 3 minutes. Start checking. Heavy checkmark penny rolls, heavy checkmark coin jars, heavy checkmark bank boxes, heavy checkmark pocket change, heavy checkmark thrift stores, heavy checkmark garage sales, heavy checkmark old wallets, heavy checkmark parking meters, heavy checkmark coin counting machines. Most people never check their pennies. Your chance is higher than you think. The 2013 penny error checklist. 2 to 3 minutes. If you find a 2013 penny, check for wrong color, wrong weight, huge plating, bubbles, dramatic cracks, off center strike, missing copper, dime-like appearance, strange metal sound, unusual size. If anything feels different, do not spend it. You might be holding the legendary 1 in trillion 2013 penny somewhere in America. A rare 2013 penny may still be hiding in a drawer, in a piggy bank, in a car's cup holder, maybe even in your home right now. A coin so rare, so mysterious, so impossible, it could become the first billion-dollar penny in human history, and the person who finds it could become the world's first billionaire coin collector. What if I told you that somewhere in America, hidden inside a drawer, a coin jar, a dusty box, or a forgotten wallet, there might be a 1 in trillion penny worth more money than the most expensive house in the world, a penny so rare, so impossible, so mysterious, that if you found it, you could instantly become the world's first billionaire coin collector. And today, our story brings us to one specific year. The year 2000. A year when a minting mistake so strange, so mathematically unlikely, may have slipped into circulation. Today, you and millions of viewers watching this video will learn the full history of the 2000 Lincoln penny, the extremely rare mistakes that happened that year, why experts believe a 1 in trillion coin could exist, how one 2000 penny could be worth millions, even billions, and how you might still find this legendary coin. So sit back, relax, and get ready. Because this is the untold story of the 2000 Lincoln penny, the coin that could change your life forever. A new millennium, a new penny. 3 minutes. The year 2000 was special. A new millennium began, new machines, new production speeds, new minting technologies, but the US Mint was overwhelmed. Billions of coins were being produced, production speeds were at an all-time high, and with massive demand came massive pressure. Workers had to move faster, machines had to strike harder, and mistakes became easier to miss. Now, most people think of the 2000 penny as a boring modern coin, but they're wrong, because behind the walls of the mint, something happened that year, something collectors still talk about quietly, behind closed doors, a whisper, a rumor, a legend, of a penny that shouldn't exist. A penny so rare that even the mint never officially documented it, the 1 in trillion 2000 Lincoln penny. What was special about the 2000 penny? 3 minutes. The 2000 Lincoln penny is a copper-coated zinc coin, core, 99.2% zinc plating, 0.8% copper weight, 2.5 grams. But here's where things get interesting. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, new plating methods, new die polishing techniques, new planchet suppliers, new mint presses all led to unusual errors, especially in 2000. Collectors reported plating bubbles, missing copper layers, ink exposure, die cracks, misaligned dies, broad strikes off metal planchets, and some of these mistakes produced coins worth thousands of dollars today. But one mistake, one unimaginable error, may have created a coin worth $1 billion. But before we reach that, let's explore real values first. Real 2000 penny values. 3 to 4 minutes. You must understand what the 2000 penny is really worth before imagining the impossible. Normal 2000 penny circulation value, 1 cent average condition, 5 to 20 cents brilliant uncirculated, $1, $5 certified high grade, MS 67/MS 68, $150, $1,000 plus top pop registry coins, $2,000, $6,000, but that's not where the real money is. The big money is in error coins, rare 2,000 penny errors worth thousands, 4 to 5 minutes. 1. Wide AM reverse, wham, the superstar error A 2,000 penny with a wide AM reverse can sell for $2.50 to $5,000 plus depending on condition. Point 2. Off-center penny if the coin is 50 to 70% off-center, value, $500 to $1, 5,003. Missing copper plating / exposed zinc. These dramatic errors can sell for $100 to $8,004. Broad strike error flattened edge, out of color, $50 to $3,005. Double die obverse / reverse, DDO / DDR, some varieties reach $150 to $3,000 plus. These are real, verifiable values, but now, we approach the part that changed everything. The rumor, the lost off-metal 2,000 penny, 5 minutes, around 2000 to 2001, a strange story began circulating among Midwest collectors. Someone allegedly found a silver-colored 2,000 penny, much lighter than normal, with a different metal sound and weight. Word spread that it was struck on a foreign planchet or struck on a leftover dime planchet or an experimental metal disc or a rare transitional test planchet used for minting trials, but the coin disappeared before it could be authenticated. Some say it was lost, some say it was bought privately, some say the mint confiscated it, some say it never existed, but many believe it did exist, and if even one example survives today, it would become the first billion-dollar coin. Why? Because the U.S. Mint has no record of any off-metal planchet strikes for the year 2000, which means it was never authorized that it shouldn't exist. Its existence is a breakthrough error, and that makes it priceless. The 1 in trillion penny theory, 4 to 5 minutes. To understand the billion-dollar idea, you must understand the math. For a 1 in trillion penny to exist, a foreign or experimental metal planchet had to remain in the system. It had to be fed into a penny press by accident. The coin had to be struck with a perfect or near-perfect impression. It had to escape detection during inspection. It had to leave the mint undetected. It had to circulate without anyone noticing. It had to survive more than 24 years. It had to remain undiscovered until today. This combination of events is so unlikely that experts calculated its probability to be near 1 in 1,000,000,000,000,000,000. That's where the legendary name comes from, the 1 in trillion penny. What would the billion-dollar 2,000 penny look like? For minutes, if this mythical coin exists, it may look like heavy checkmark silver-colored, like a dime, meaning it was struck on a dime planchet or a steel planchet or another foreign alloy. Heavy checkmark, wrong weight not 2.5 grams, maybe 2.3 g, 2.7 g, 1.9 g, 3.0 g. Heavy checkmark, different sound. Foreign planchets ring differently when tapped. Heavy checkmark, missing copper tone. Heavy checkmark, sharp or missing details depending on the metal. Heavy checkmark could be slightly smaller or larger. This coin would be so unique, collectors, billionaires, museums, and investors would go to war to own it. Auction houses would break records, prices would skyrocket, and that's why this could become the first billion-dollar penny. Why a 2,000 penny could be worth $1 billion. 3 minutes, a coin becomes priceless when 1. It is the only one in existence. A one-of-a-kind error has no price ceiling. Point 2. It represents a major mint mistake. Off-metal errors not documented by the mint are ultra-rare. Point 3. It comes from a modern era. This makes it even more bizarre and valuable. Point 4. Billionaires want it. There are more ultra-rich collectors today than ever before. Point 5. A bidding war is guaranteed. If even 2 billionaires want it, the price can explode into the billions. How you might find one. 3 minutes. Believe it or not, your chance of finding a rare 2,000 penny is higher than you think, because billions were minted. Many are still in circulation. Very few people check their pennies. Error coins often stay hidden in jars. Where should you look? Coin rolls, old jars, bank-wrapped rolls, change machines, garage sales, estate collections, old pockets or wallets. Yes, your billion-dollar chance could literally be sitting inside a cup holder in your car. Chapter 10, the checklist, signs of a super rare 2,000 penny, 2 to 3 minutes. Check for weight not equal to 2.5 g, silver color, extremely shiny, steel like tone weak or missing copper plating high-pitched sound when tapped missing steps, missing areas tiny or huge off-center strikes foreign-looking edge strange metal texture very strong machine doubling any unusual strike marks if any of these appear, you might be holding the next $1 million, or even $1 billion, coin. The year 2000 penny is not just a coin. It's a mystery. A legend. A modern treasure hiding in plain sight, somewhere out there, maybe in your home, maybe in your pocket, maybe in a jar on your shelf. The 1 in trillion 2000 penny could be waiting to be found, waiting to rewrite coin history, waiting to create the world's first billionaire coin collector.